Hello, Juno community. Welcome to another Juno Weekly news update where we bring you everything that's happening in the Juno network. This week, we have the launch of Noise. We have 3 governance proposals that went through the voting, and we have 2 new proposals on Commonwealth. So a lot to cover. Let's head straight into it. Noise Network has finally launched. They will bring reliable randomness for the interchain. So they're actually not directly a Juno project. They have their own chain, and on that chain, they provide random outcomes for developers that they can use, for example, for the mint of NFTs, for casino apps, and all kind of applications where you need randomness. And randomness generally has been a problem because if it's on chain, you can actually see it, and therefore you can influence it and make sure that you, for example, participate in a mint at the best possible time for you. And with Noise, this is going to be eradicated. That problem is going to be gone. So while it's not directly on Juno, it's a very, very interesting tool for dApp developers that want to build on Juno. So very cool that we have it live right now. And also, we want to say a big, big thank you to Noise. They have offered us to send some of the Noise tokens to the communications DAO treasury. So thank you for the generosity. Just as a little note, none of this content that we do here or that when we have had them on the community call was actually sponsored by them. We offered, because we think it's a cool app, we offered to have them on to cover what they're building. And as a little thank you now, without ever being asked, they have offered us some tokens. So thank you so much, Noise, for that. Thank you for the generosity. And we're pumped to have you on Juno. Then moving on to governance proposal 277, that is to create protocol-owned liquidity between Wind Juno and Juno on the Wind DEX has passed. So what's going to happen here is that Juno, the community pool, will liquid stake 500,000 Juno and pair them with 500,000 normal Juno to create a deeper liquidity on the Wind DEX. None of this is going to be bonded, so therefore there will not be any Wind token rewards that this whole thing is earning, but it will create deeper liquidity and more price stability for this liquid staking derivative. Then proposal 279 has been rejected. This was a proposal to create protocol-owned liquidity between the stake easy liquid staking derivative of Juno and Juno as well on the Vintex. So pretty similar to the other proposal 277. Just the difference is that we would use another liquid staking derivative, and the community say no to this one. What we have to say is that mostly it was 60% abstain. So a lot of the people didn't really have an opinion on this proposal, and it got rejected because, well, 27% no to 11% yes. Then moving on, proposal 280 was to increase the validator set from 150 to 160. So that would be an additional 10 validators that could come into the active set, and this has been rejected. So we will continue with 150 active validators. Then moving on to the proposals that we have in Commonwealth. First one is to create a community pool token swap between Juno and FMOS. And this one is also about creating protocol-owned liquidity. So the idea is that Juno and FMOS would swap a couple of tokens so that we could create protocol-owned liquidity for the FMOS Juno pair in each of the 2 ecosystems. Also, this would come with the fact that neither of the 2 projects would be allowed to sell the token. So Juno could not just dump the FMOS token, and FMOS could not just dump the Juno token for at least 2 years. The DEX on which this would be hosted is still up for debate. So if this proposal would get accepted, we would have to have another vote on which DEX we would choose. Then the second proposal that we currently have on Commonwealth is funding for the interchain info. This is, if you remember, we had a proposal on the Cosmos Hub that got accepted for Spark IBC to build the interchain info channel, interchain info site, where they basically bring together all the information, all the tooling, everything, all the information from the Cosmos ecosystem in one place to make it much easier for new users and as well for developers to navigate the rapidly growing interchain. And they got funding from the Cosmos Hub already, but they will ask for funding on every single Cosmos Cosmos chain, because every single Cosmos chain benefits from that. So here is the one that is for Juno. So both of those proposals are right now up for discussion in the Commonwealth Forum. Make sure that you join the Commonwealth Forum and let the proposers know your opinion, give them feedback. It's always very, very valuable for anyone that wants to create something, wants to build something, wants to do something on Juno, be engaged, to get that feedback from the community, and make sure that once the proposal then goes on chain, it's actually in a way that people can accept it. So this is a very, very valuable and important contribution as well to the ecosystem. Therefore, make sure that you join the discussion. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you again next week for another weekly Juno news update. Peace out.